Hello, lovely people. My name is Stephanie Kubi, and I'm the host of the Her Before Mother podcast. This is a safe space for the woman you were before you became a mom and who you are becoming after you become a mom. That woman is still in there. She deserves the love and the support and the warmth and all the intention and attention you give your children and everyone else that you love. She is looking for a space to feel seen and room to evolve. So I hope you join me on this journey as we nurture her together. So today's episode is all about becoming the woman that I was, or the woman that you were before you became a mom is still in there. She's evolving and she's growing and maturing through the motherhood journey because motherhood is a journey. And so today I wanted to share a bit about who I was prior to motherhood and what life happening did to that woman and how we're coming back full circle. Prior to being a mom, I've always been a creative, bubbly, funny. I've always enjoyed the company of other people. And as life evolved and flowed, I went from an extrovert to an ambivert because I was in pursuit of being liked and approved of and accepted. And there's something so healing about motherhood that brings you fully back to who you actually were at the core. So now I find myself embracing that little girl who had to suppress who she was in the past and just loving her even more because I see her in my daughters. And I now know that it's okay to be authentic, it's okay to be unique, it's okay to love yourself when it feels like you shouldn't. The crazy thing is that I've always wanted to be a mom of a lot of children. I was thinking about it and I realized that it's a desire that definitely came from God because growing up, what I was accustomed to and what I've seen is people having not many children. Having a lot of children or desiring children wasn't very, I guess, attractive. And so having a lot of kids is definitely a desire that God gave me, a gift. I don't fully know why, but I've always wanted to be a mom. Now that I'm a mom, about to be a mom of three, it's everything and more of what I've ever envisioned. And I'm truly enjoying the journey with all the ghetto parts. The beauty about motherhood is that it makes you start to appreciate the things that you didn't necessarily like about yourself. And I would say that the pre mom version of me that I didn't really enjoy, that has really helped me in motherhood, has been like how organized I am and how focused I can be. I used to feel like I took life too seriously or I was too rigid. But in motherhood, that became my superpower, knowing being intentional with my children, knowing their needs, knowing their quirks, and treating them uniquely according to their needs has really helped my relationship with my children. Even though when I was younger, it just felt like I was too attentive or I was doing too much. That has definitely helped my motherhood journey. And also, shout out to being a firstborn girl that has really kind of pre-prepped me for motherhood. It's like I was already that girl. And now I'm like that mom. So that has been fun. I would also say that being bubbly and joyful and creative is also really fun in motherhood because there's just all these activities you can do with your kids and you can be childlike and childish with them and they are really appreciate it because that's who they are. But as parents, it's hard to do that when life is hard, but because it's part of who I am innately, it's very enjoyable when I can just get to the level of my children without trying. So motherhood has changed me in so many ways. Made me it's made me more courageous and it's made me more bold. It's made me less of a people pleaser, but it's also made me really soft. One of my fears about having a girl first or having girls in general is that I thought I'll be so serious. And so originally, like, I want to like train them and raise them and be so hard. But it actually did the opposite where it has reminded me of the little girl that I was, but also makes me very intentional to raise them in being soft, but also nurtured. Sorry, being soft, but also structured, and being tender and gracious and understanding with them the way I wish I was with myself when I was younger. And I see the benefits of that. It's also, motherhood has also made me more creative with my time, with my energy, with my gifts. Now I know that to make things happen, you have to be intentional, and that's motherhood. Like, if you, whatever kind of mom you intend to be or dream to be, is possible if you are creative with the time that you have and the intentions and whatever. Like, nothing, you can't freestyle motherhood, and it has really transferred to my daily life where I'm no longer just living on vibes. I'm more disciplined, and even when I'm resting well. If I'm having fun, I'm having fun well, because life is to be savored. And also, I guess having girls makes me realize that my motherhood journey is my womanhood journey, in the sense that how I treat myself is how they envision that women should treat themselves and how they should treat themselves. So I'm very intentional in being soft with myself, being structured with myself, being organized, but also playful. So I would say like discipline, I would say softness, I would say more gracious. I think Stephanie pre motherhood will be surprised, but also not at the same time. I think pre-mother Stephanie always knew she'd be good at like organizing and like the logistics, hands-on stuff. But I think she'd be surprised about how soft she is now and how much she's like mush and so gooey inside. And now she cries a lot in a good way, where it's like she's so appreciative of life. She can't believe life the life she's living now is the life that she envisioned. Like, it's more than she ever thought. And so I think she'll be not shocked about of course, the things you can structure and plan and organize, but she'll be shocked about how emotional she is, how self-aware she is, how forgiving she is, how much she's grown, and how quickly she can pivot. Ooh, that's a big one. Because I used to be really stuck on my flaws and my mistakes, and I couldn't forgive myself. But my children have taught me to forgive quickly, and that includes me too. So, yeah, she's gonna be like, "Who are you?" And in a good way. So, yeah. The version of me before motherhood, girl. It's a journey. It's beautiful. You are graced to be a mom. Before I became a mom, I really felt like I was inadequate to raise a daughter. That's something I've said vocally many times, even publicly. I really wanted to have a boy because I didn't think I was adequate enough to have a girl. So having a daughter had been so healing to me. Of having the first daughter, the time I had her, like, it was really, really intentional of God to send her when he did. And so I would say that the pre mom version of Stephanie, when she was afraid to walk into motherhood and motherhood of a mothering a girl, I would say, girl, you are adequate, you are equipped, you are graced to be a mom to this particular girl. She's going to embody things that you thought you had to get rid of. She's going to be the friend. She's gonna replace a lot of friends that you thought you needed to raise her. She's gonna remind you that your source is from the Lord. She's gonna remind you that you still have an amazing community. She's going to remind you that all the things that were flaws were never flaws, were your superpowers. She's gonna remind you to look in the mirror and smile at what you see. She's going to remind you to be softer with yourself and to heal. She's going to remind you to be authentic and be you and unique, even when you feel like you want to shrink. And you're going to learn each other together. As much as she's new, you're also new to being a mom. And as you're healing, as you're raising her, she's healing you. As you're healing, you are. showing her what it means to be a wholesome woman and showing her that you don't have to put up a facade and you don't have to perform. You can be you fully and unapologetically. So, yeah. The mom that I'm becoming, I'm so proud of you. I know that as you're sitting here, due any second with your third child, you are amazed by the fact that you are able to do this. And I'm just so in awe of you. Motherhood has made you so brave, so courageous. You're so surrendered and obedient and yielded because you just know that life is so precious, and like procrastinating is just basically an insult. You just know that whatever God has graced you to do, whatever gifts He's given you, you can do it while mothering. Whatever version of motherhood that God has called you to, you can make it happen. And so you're just so laser focused now and so full of intention and gratitude, and you're just in awe of life because of your children, and I'm so proud of you. I know, like it's crazy to just think about us when we walked into motherhood and us now and walk into the future. I didn't think we could do this, but we've consistently proven ourselves wrong, and I'm sure proven God right, because it's like, what do you think? What do you think this is? We are graced for both. So proud of you, girl. So to the mom who is becoming, you may be an expectant mom or a new mom or an aspiring mom or just in a different season of life or figuring some different things out. I just wanted to say, as I said before, you are graced for this. I don't believe that the timing of anyone's motherhood journey is an accident. I believe that there's always something that we need to learn or experience or just savor. So I want to say that I'm proud of you. You're graced for this. And there's nothing that you can rely on God for. I also want to say thank you for being in this space with me, for listening, and I hope that you feel some kind of comfort or encouragement or held in this moment. Thank you so much. So, thank you so much for watching the Her Before Mother podcast. This is our first episode. I'm so thankful that you gave me a bit of your time. If you enjoy this, please like, subscribe, share with someone else. Can't wait to keep growing with you, to keep honoring the woman that is within the mother. And just know that you are always enough and you deserve the tenderness you give your children and others around you. And till next time, see you.